Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Creativity Time. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia and I stamp and craft under Tatiana Creative. I'm thrilled that you can join me whether you're watching live right now on Facebook and you see the little red live. I don't know where it is. It's probably there somewhere. I don't know. But if you see that, you know that you're watching live. If you don't see that, please still comment and say hi. I read everyone's comments and I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching from, if you're watching for the first time, and what kind of crafts you enjoy. I always enjoy a little bit of a chat. Hi Tanya, thanks for joining me. Today is the first day of the last chance sale, so that is a little bit of a bittersweet thing. So the mini catalogue, the January to June mini catalogue, is ending at the end of this month, and that also means that you get a chance to grab some of your favorite products at a discount price. Not everything is reduced. Some items are in the new annual catalogue, others are not. I am not going through the catalogue today. I might do that tomorrow actually, but I thought we could create with one of my favorite stamp sets from this catalogue, or should I say even bundle, which is the Rainbow of Happiness. Who doesn't like a bit of a rainbow and sunshine and good feelings? So that's what I thought we should use today. And that is currently 10% off. So if you buy the bundle, you still get the 10% off and that's it. But if you have already got the stamp and need the dies or the other way around, you can buy them at 10% off each individually. So you don't have to get that bundle. So let's flip down to the table and take a look. Before I forget, I've got another sheet of grid paper today in the Tahitian Tide. I'm excited. And you will find the Rainbow of Happiness bundle on page 18 of the catalogue. And I haven't quite made up my mind. I love all the samples here. So I love that one, and I love this one, and I love this one. And if we flick over here, really love these cards. They're so cute. And then there's also, oh, there's one over here. And then there's that, which is really cute. But that one's a lot of die cutting, so I will not do that. I'm thinking let's be inspired or let's create our own. Actually, here's something I haven't done with this bundle live. So let's do this. Well, not that exact card. We'll be inspired by this card. That is a shaker card, which it's been a while since I've made one, so it'll be lovely to do. And that one's got some DSP in the background. We might change up the colors, but we will put some DSP in the background. I've got an idea. Tahitian Tide is calling to me. So we are going to grab the brand new 2022 to 2024 in color designer series paper and find the Tahitian Tide. Do we want the flowers, stripes? I'm tempted to use that one because of that one's got the gingham, but flowers would be cute too. Ooh, choices, choices, choices. Bum, 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 bum. Let's take a vote. There's people watching. Let's take a vote. Give me a thumbs up if you think I should use this sheet of DSP in the background, just like here. Just as in this sample here, they've got the gingham in the fresh freesia. Or give me a love heart if you think I should use the floral. So thumbs up or a love heart. I can't decide today. And while you're doing that, I am going to grab some of the supplies we need. No opinions? Oh, I've got a thumbs up. Tanya says a thumbs up. Okay, that's good enough for me. Don't need to waste time. So I've grabbed a piece of basic white. What I'll do is use a cut a card base. So I didn't have one pre-cut. I'll cut that first. How is is everyone going? I hope you are staying warm. If you're in Australia, you probably, or particularly on the east coast of Australia, we're all getting that cold wind, the winds. So someone had written, actually while I've got this out here, someone had written that the fact that these winds are helping everything dry after all that rain. So if that is true, I'm less upset about the wind now, because drying grass would be good. My grass hasn't been dry for months. Hasn't been so dry that we didn't even realize we had a water leak. Why would you? Everything's so wet. Okay, so I've cut my card base. I like to have my cards top folding portrait because at Christmas time when I got cards, I love hanging them on horizontal blinds to display, and then if they're side folding, they kind of sit sideways and don't display nicely. So when I became a card maker, I decided I really, really loved the idea of top folding, because I can make it whichever way I'd like. And I've cut the DSP to the full size card front, which is 10.5 by 14.85. And now I'm just adhering that to the card base so that it's all done and dusted and I don't have to worry too much. And now I've got this is a bit small, bigger than I'd like it to be. Let's adjust it now. Let's trim off 1 centimeter from each side. Well, from 2 sides, from the lengthways and the shortways. Yes, I like that. So you can see the pretty DSP. And now we're taking the coordinating dies and die cutting. I'm going to keep it. I don't like it as close on the edge there. So I am kind of not replicating, I'm recreating the card here in the catalogue, but you know, in my own colors and way. And will this fit through the mini? No. 1, 2, 3 inches is kind of the max for paper in the mini. I'll grab big stamp cut and emboss machine. Bailey, as it's affectionately known in this house. Do you name your crafting supplies? Well, you know, the big important ones. Hey Trudy, how are you going? So I've named my big shot. Well, when I had the big shot. Hi Joan. When I had the big shot, I was told that I should name it. Now the sample does, the sample does have colored cardstock for each of these, but I thought it would be fun to use the white scraps otherwise, because they're going to be thrown out. So I am going to blend ink on these, or we'll stamp. Let's just blend ink. And then so that way we're not cutting up extra bits and we get to use the blending brushes. And we will need, I've just thought, we will need some acetate, which I can grab. I have. So Trudy, you're watching at work. Don't get in trouble. We'll get everyone involved. So, excellent. Acetate, perfect. So let's cut the acetate and stick that down. And then, let's see, how wide is this? 9 centimeters. Let's just cut it slightly less than 9 because it doesn't need to go to the edge. And I can remove it. I'm just being lazy. So I've got a piece of window sheet and I've got my rainbow die cut, and what we're going to do is stick that down. Now I would like to put some glue on the arcs. It just means that they'll hold down on the window sheet a little bit better, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal because it's a lot more convenient than the glue. If I was thinking, I should have used, or could have, not perhaps should have, but could have used adhesive sheet in the back of the white so that I don't have to. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the, and I know I'm getting glue on the grid paper, but that's okay. So we can, well, that's all. Oh no, we need to pick it up and kind of go off around the edges, picking up that excess. Place that down again. And as long as the acetate covers all of the open space, you're good to go. If you don't cover the open space with the acetate, then your shaker elements will not stay inside the card, which would be a great bummer. And if you have any leftover, a little bit of glue sticking out, you can use an eraser to just get that off. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Won't chat while I'm erasing out adhesive. Because, you know, too much brain power that takes up. There we go. So it's all good. Now for the colours, we're going to do slightly different colours, but that's okay. And there's no but to that sentence. I don't know why I said but. I liked how they had the order. And where is my Tahitian tide? It is hiding from me. Yoo-hoo. Hello. Where are you? There we are. Found it. Oh, and I have a blending brush for it. There we go. And easily we shall cover. So that means that we don't have to die cut out other bits, and blending is so much fun. And I'm using that little bit of tackiness I've left on my grid sheet to hold the piece down. And what other colours should we use? Blue. Oh, let's go with in colours. Let's blend the retiring stuff with the new stuff that's just come in. So I'm going to go with Orchid Oasis next. And that brush is not picking up any other colours, so that's, oh, brushing off any other colours, so that'll be good. Or perhaps I should have done the Orchid Oasis on the bottom one. That's all right. Oh, hey Holly, you made it. Looks pretty already, thank you. I should have done that colour down. That's all right. We'll go with it. And now I'd like to use the Sweet Sorbet. Oh yes, let's use the Sweet Sorbet for the top one. Not a traditional kind of rainbow order, but still pretty. And I love the texture that you get when you colour cardstock with the blending brush. There we go. So just pick up, start off your project and blend on. Now that colour is so strong that I didn't need to re-ink my blending brush at all. And for the last one, we will use the green. What's the green called again? There we go, Parakeet Party. Party Parakeet. Still got it wrong. And, oh, there they are. I was going to say I don't have a brush for greens, but I know I should. There we go. It's nice and bright, isn't it? Come on. There we go. Perfect. So that's the rainbow. And because I've got a lot of ink and glue, I can't bring myself to let's go on the back. I also can get ink on my table. Okay, so now we are going to position our arcs. And of course, by putting the acetate on, I can't just plop these into the right spots. I'm going to have to do a little bit of, I know how we're going to do this. Did you know, fun fact, did you know the green glue, as some people call it the green glue or the Tombow glue, or as I tend to call it by its full name, multi-purpose liquid glue, did you know it can be repositionable when you can get it squeezing out? I haven't crafted since last week. So, all you need to do is add the glue and let it dry, which is what we're going to do. And while the glue dries, we're not going to watch. So you'll know the glue is dry when it becomes translucent and tacky. So right now the glue is very white. So we're going to just set those aside, and that will allow us to place them into the right spots and place them and move them if we're not happy with where the spot is. And in the meantime, we are going to get a piece of, afternoon, Margaret. What do we need? Sweet sorbet. Sweet sorbet. Actually, this might be okay. Yes, that piece could work very well. Let's just even it out a bit. I'm going to do it 3 centimeters wide. Actually, let's check. We are going to stamp "You make this world a better place." Isn't that just a beautiful sentiment? Yeah, 3 centimeters is heaps. We could even go 2.5 centimeters. Not very straight. Okay, let's go 1 inch because that's easier to line up. Hi Lynn, thanks for joining. Hope you are well. There. 1 inch. Even that up. And I did get this trimmer into the glue. Not even. Okay. Now, before I do the stamping, I know you can cut the thingy without the punch, but I can never get it even and straight. So I'm going to cheat and punch out the little pretty tag. So that's the Banner's Pick a Punch. And now in Sweet Sorbet, on Sweet Sorbet cardstock, I'm going to stamp that sentiment, "You make this world a better place." Right in the middle. So that'll hang there. And we need 2 clouds. Got some basic white here, and where's my cloud punch? There it is. The cloud punch is continuing. Woohoo! So excited about that. Love this punch. Actually, yeah, I was going to do that, but I really love this glimmer paper, which is also retiring. So let's do the clouds. As you can see, I have done many clouds using this glimmer paper. It's just so pretty. There. And by punching upside down, I can see where I'm punching and get in between the bits. Woohoo! Doing a little bit of a tidy up. Glue's still not dry. It's okay, so they will go there. And we need to prepare the sequins. Where did I put them? Here they are. This is the Sparkle and Shine Sequins Assortment. So cute. This is probably about my third jar of these. So cute. Love them. And let's decorate the inside while we wait for that glue to dry. I'm just thinking I might need another. This is a better way to do the shaker element. Instead of sticking and trying to line things, I suppose it doesn't make a difference. I'm thinking out loud here. If I stick the arcs on another white, that gives us, yes, let's do it that way. Because that way if something goes wrong, we're not stuck down to the card base. Do you know what I mean? Do you talk to yourself while you craft? I seem to be talking to myself a lot, and not many comments. Those who have never watched probably think I'm so, sort of, I don't know. You probably think I'm crazy. But I think I'm pretty sane. I just enjoy a good chat. Okay, now, oh yes, decorating the inside and the envelope. Always, oh good, Joan, you talk to yourself as well when you craft. Phew. That is good to hear. Now, what are we going to? Oh, just got that into the setting glue. I'm going to stamp the little love hearts and onto the inside as well as on the envelope. Just needed to clean that stamp. I talk and answer to myself. Love it, Lynn. And if you were observing carefully, you would have noticed I was doing the same thing. So I think that's quite normal. How else are you going to get answered? Some little love hearts. Oh, I'm doing it again. Well, the glue is starting to set. Not quite yet, but it didn't transfer onto my card front, so that's a good start. Envelopes. I need to open a new packet. And we'll put some dots on the top. So there's the envelope flap. We're going to put some dots. Hearts. Right there. So what can I say? Last chance products on sale as of today. Well, not all of them are on sale, but last chance. They're all on My Supplies Last. The Stampin' Up is not ordering more of any of those items. I'll do a live tomorrow going through the entire catalogue and showing you what's on sale and what's retiring and what's moving on. Though if you have a new annual catalogue, you should already have an idea. And then, okay, so this is kind of starting. I would wait for the glue to set a bit more to get that repositionableness, but I fear, well, not fear, I value your time watching this video, and do not have, well, being live, you don't have that camera magic where I can set it aside to dry and then come back to it later. It would be handy if I had a template. Aha, there we go. Look, this would be a lot easier if I just did this in the first place. Grab one that's die cut and use that as a guide for inserting each of the rainbows. The repositionable part was just more so that you can get it in the right spot or move it. But anyway, you've learned something. I hope you have. There we go. They're exactly where I would like them to be. Now, for the shaker element, we need, where'd they go? The foam adhesive strips. And even though it's not fully necessary, I am going to separate each. You could really just put the strips around the rainbow and let the shaker bits shake all through, but I thought it would be quite fun. And then if you're going to use something else, which we yet might, you could put different shaker elements in each arc. And the reason why I'm putting the foam down onto the base, is because that way when I put the shaker elements in, they're staying in their little sections, and it's a lot harder to do that when you've put the shaker elements on that side. And as long as you stick to the white, you know that you will not see the foam on the other side through the adhesive window sheet, because it all lines up. That piece will not stick. And this stuff is quite bendy, so you can maneuver it. It's also good to snip it. I prefer snipping it, and I'll put one down here. And I'm adding bits here in the open space, even though there's no window sheet. So the strips come, and it's like a border, a bit like the Stampin' Dimensionals, but don't throw that border out. That border can definitely be used. So I'm adding bits to this area here too. It's just simply so that that part doesn't sink. You know, everything else is lifted up, and then that will kind of fall down if you don't add the foam adhesive. You can even rip it. So there we go, and then just place it back on the sheet until you have ready for next time. So before I'm going to add, sometimes the edges, the inside edges get a little bit sticky and your embellishments kind of stick to them. So I'm going to just use some embossing buddy, which is in the new July to December mini catalog. So I'm just kind of patting the embossing buddy, trying to keep that release paper on top so that, because we want that stickiness to still remain, but we just don't want the embellishments to kind of stick to the sides. Now, yeah, let's do that. So I'm a little crazy, as we may have already established, and the good kind, of course. And where are they? I actually can't find the container of them because that's not all of them. I'll just show you in the catalogue. Can't find that either. Found it. So here, can you see up there? That is Frosted Beads Assortment, and they come in various colors, and I spent some time separating them into different colors because I did. And so I've tried this once and I think I put too many in, so we don't want too many. We want the green. And I've got a yellow within the red. Okay, so not too many, but I'm going to add a few of these as well as our other sequins. But I thought it would be fun to add some color. And you know what? I should have added a bit more of a strip down here. So it helps that they're pre-sorted now. Blues. That kind of fits in nicely. And ooh, I guess these soft purples will go on the Starry. Oh, that was Orchid Oasis. Then I'm going to add these beautiful, what did I call them again? Sparkle and Shine sequins. Sparkle and Shine are smaller, so they're not going to get stuck in height-wise. I think that was the problem with the balls. They're kind of very tall. So I hope this works. Spoon would be good right now. There we go. Okay, so now the tedious part of pulling away all of that release paper. But fingers crossed, it'll be well worth it. Oh, no, don't stick up there. Ah, they're sticking to the bits that I've already unstuck. Oh no, come on, folks. This is live crafting. Gotta go with the flow. Does anyone feel my pain? Ah! Did you see that? No! I've got red balls now in my purple section, purple balls in the blue section, because they jumped. This was better in theory than happening in person, but that's okay. Keeping it real, that's what I was thinking before. Now I would like to remove the sequins from the top of that because it's not going to stick to the other side if it's got sequins. Oh man, come on. Okay, going with the flow. It is what it is. Okay, and now the two are the same size. It works. It works. Mainly the little bits, but it works. There's a shaker card in there. And I might put mine on a tilt actually, because that feels fun. And I did like the, ooh. There was twine in the original card, but it was white twine. And I'm going to use the Tahitian tied twine. You liking it, Margaret? See, if this wasn't live, I'd be redoing this card until I got it perfect. But once again, I value your time and I am not going to redo. Though the effect is there. Thank you, Trudy. Well, I've got to say, Stampin' Up always does release the in colors and they always work really well together. So if you're ever stuck, you know that those colors combined together will work. There we go. Twine off. Let's just stick the card down, or the base, to the front first, and then I will play with that. I like it on a bit of an angle, just for kicks. And there are still bits that shake, sorry, shaking. Oh, would be good if I let the glue dry first before I start shaking. Oh man. Is it tea o'clock yet? I'm trying to avoid tea today. I've had too many caffeinated teas the last couple of days and I'm starting to feel as if I might be dependent on it again. Okay, so I'm going to stick that right there. I'm still not hungry, Holly. Holly and I had a walk this morning and we had breakfast and I over-ordered. Well, I added 2 sides to my breakfast. But, you know, gotta live sometimes. But I am still feeling full. So there we go. Shake, shake, shake. The shakiness is... Most of them are stuck. Most of the shaking bits are stuck to the acetate. But, you know what? They're still there. You get the picture. And we've done the inside, we've done our envelopes. There we go. Well, you didn't add any sides. And I had that smoothie, so don't blame you for wanting to have some lunch. So there we go. Let's take a look at one more time. There is the card. It is very bright and happy. And I can still hear things shaking. Maybe not see them as much. But anyhow, so there it is. There is my little tribute to the happiness, rainbow of happiness. This card has certainly made me happy today making this. Imagine how would you feel if you received this in the mail? So I challenge you to make a card and send it to someone to brighten their day. Wouldn't that be lovely? If we all just did that, perhaps there'll be a bit less stress, a bit more calm maybe in the world, a bit less stress. or more people knowing that you're thinking of them. So thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next week for my regular live, 1 p.m. Wednesday, the 8th of June. Had to think about that, here on Facebook. Otherwise, I will pop in and do the live as well tomorrow, going through the catalogue, showing you what's retiring and what's staying and what's on sale and what's not. Thank you, Holly. See you later, Trudy. Thank you so much. Bye for now.